I'm ultra competitive. That cool, calm, and collected part steers people off a little bit. I'm kind of a psychopath when it comes to like competing. There's like a switch that I don't really control, but I know when it's like game time, there's a different person out there. Going back to back is very motivating. You're in such rare air to be able to do it. I put on degree antiperspirant because it doesn't let sweat hold me back in the weight room or on the court. Hey, what up? This is world champ Jalen Williams, and this is Hustler Mode, brought to you by Degree. I think the sun's just coming up at 6 a.m. It's a little cool to me to like know that not a lot of people are up at the time that I'm up. I always feel like I'm a little behind on the East Coast too. I feel like somebody on the East Coast is working out. It's very motivating for me to get up and like start my day. I like waking up and kind of just sitting there with my thoughts for a little bit, just kind of like envisioning what the rest of the day is gonna be like. Both my parents were in the military. My dad did 24 years in the Air Force. My mom did 12. It just taught me like the values of being respectful, being clean, being on time to things. And I think that kind of shaped how I maneuvered as an adult. So before a hard workout, I definitely put my chains on, jewelry on, wash my face. I put on degree antiperspirant. This kind of gives me like a fresh feeling. When you kind of have degree on, there's a certain smell that comes with it. There's a certain like confidence that it gives you. I think when you smell good, you can do a lot more things with your day and feel better about yourself. Degree makes me feel protected from odor. So when I go throughout my day, I feel really confident about what's going on. It's definitely a surreal feeling winning a championship. It's really hard to put into words. You get a lot of different emotions while you're winning. You cry, you laugh, you get like a sigh of relief. I tore my scapholunate in April, right before the playoffs, and I knew I was gonna need surgery when I got the news. We had a really good plan in place to get shots throughout the playoffs to numb it a little bit, and I was able to like finish the games and play through it for 2 months. But a lot of it was just trying not to focus on the fact that I tore it and just trying to focus on winning and do whatever it takes to win.
All right, come on, big dog.
I met Nick after my first year. Our relationship's been great. I think when you have a trainer that understands the human body and then also has enough knowledge to understand how your body moves, he's a good person as well. I only try and surround myself and have my inner circle of people that care about me, and you know, I can care about them in the same way.
And then switch legs, and when you come up with that one, drive the knee up and give that nice little sprinter position at the top, right there. Yep. I've been working with Jalen since after his rookie year. The athleticism, the physical attributes are all amazing. That's what makes him special and why he is who he is on the court. But also his mental toughness, his discipline, his ability to come in whether he's tired or has great energy and just work. He's always been really good with that.
When I'm getting a good sweat in, I never want to let it hold me back. That's why I love Degree.
All right, come on. Snap through. Yep. Snap. Make it more one movement. So load and then go. Go. Yep.
Hey. He's been able to kind of like maneuver around my injuries. The big hurdle's been not being able to use my dominant right hand. So we've been getting my left stronger, been focusing on balance and trying to get all like the little stuff we can with the right side of my body still intact.
The wrist surgery, that's one where I just pretty much avoid that right side altogether. He has 2 legs and another arm that we can work on, so there's a lot of lower body power that we do, corrective work. Load, and then push the ground, driving up. Stronger, yep. Drive through. Pop, yes sir.
Community-wise, I love giving back to like the armed forces. I have a huge stake in that with both my parents being Air Force veterans. I can just relate, having been on an Air Force base and just living through that. I've done stuff at Tinker Air Force Base a couple times. I think that's just a big deal to me, and that happens to be the Air Force Base that's in Oklahoma. Kind of show my support, show them that we're thinking about them, and a lot of obviously the freedoms that we have are not without their sacrifice and what they have to give up. Going back to back is very motivating just because you're in such rare air to be able to do it. Not everybody gets to win a championship, and not everybody gets to defend their championship, so I'm looking forward to the challenge. I want to be MVP, I want to be All-Star, I want to be All-Defense Team and all these things, but a lot of it is just, I want to be able to focus one day at a time on getting my hand right and just kind of like being healthy throughout the whole year. Thanks for spending the day with me. This has been Hustler Mode, brought to you by Degree, only on Whistle. I'm smelling good.